Watching a timestamp on this live feed, and it looks odd to me. Hopefully, if I get some feedback, am I intermittent here, or is this a steady stream? As I follow the timestamp, it looks weird. It's not fluid. It's just jumps forward from number to number. Got a thumb up there. Okay, I guess I'm audible. Fair enough. This is completely random. 2 minutes ago, I decided I would do this. I was walking by and going to film something, and here we are. All right. So let's just go right into this. We've got the French Army shit, the British Army shit, French event shit, British event shit, direct command shit, the section shits left, center, and right don't go in yet. We have to purchase those with dispatch points. For those of you watching this for the first time, you'll learn what all this means. This is the grafted on Grand Tactical Series to Commands and Colors with a little Battles of Napoleon combat results type table stuff. So we just draw. And we get, right off the bat, we get a French event shit. So we'll roll on the random events table, which isn't updated on this sheet, but I have changed it. Got a little too liberal with the results here as far as like adding or subtracting command points. What am I looking for? I'm looking for some dice because I didn't think I need dice. You'll see why I don't need dice in a second. I've got these cards for each side, but I didn't count for having to roll on the random events table, which is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the French start with a panicked unit. What does that mean? One of these guys has to retreat 1 hex. Were I the British, I would choose one of these light infantry units. Let's take the center and retreat him 1 hex. He has, for some reason, panicked. Because we drew the French event shit, we pull the British event shit. We put both of them in there at start, but only one is actually used. Now we can draw again. British Army shit is drawn. And this is where lots of things happen. Okay, so this is, again, consider this a strategic move type deal with the Army shit. You cannot move adjacent. You cannot fire unless you use a command point to do so. Let's just start moving. We'll put them up on the hill. And we'll mark all these fellers. Hope everybody's doing all right. Put that there. Do I really need to? I'm going to go ahead and mark these so I can keep track of who did what and what's going on with our old school tactical markers. Here. With the Army shit, it does not matter which section moves, everybody can move. So it's like an Oprah Winfrey move for you, everybody gets a move. And these should get 2, right? Light infantry, 2 in not battle. 1 in battle, 2 in not battle if we move 2. So 1, 2. He moved. Well, it says not battle, but we'll see about that. Because we're using command points to pay for a second action, so we'll just see about that. Actually, he would want to move 2 as well, eh? Let's move him here and have the height advantage. That's Portuguese. 1 here. One here. I've got to get everybody in the back there. I haven't forgotten. Everybody has moved. I don't know why I'm marking these if everybody is moving, but for peace of mind, I'm marking them. What is this, light cavalry? So 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Well, right out of the gate, the British are eager to advance, as you can see. Still abiding by the rules. Nobody has moved adjacent. Moved right up the field, though. For artillery, let's go here. Everybody's moved. And that way. So I made a video similar to this the other night, and I did do my best to try and edit it. So what you're seeing right now is live. I can't pause and edit this out, but I did try to do that with the video I made the other night. And it worked out for the most part for the majority of the evening until I either forgot or gave up on pausing the camera and resorted to old ways. 1 and 2. But I am going to make a concerted effort to try and edit these things so they're shorter, obviously when they're not live, because I understand they're just too long to watch and sit through, and so try and be better. Obviously I can't do this live, but and when you think about it, it's not that hard. I hit a button that says pause, I hit a button that unpauses. You think I could negotiate that, but maybe not. All right. So there's everybody moved. Now that's not the end. We have other things to do. Actually, we have 6 command points we can use. Don't need to use all of them. We can use however many we want. We are only range-wise, line of sight-wise, it only amounts to these guys here. They're going to go ahead and fire, and they'll use one of those 6 command points to do so. They'll drop to 5. Let's resolve that and then get back to what we want to do. Portuguese light infantry, not as awesome as it sounds. Low strength fillers. That's a moving range fire is 2. So we'll take our deck of cards, which go from ace through 10, essentially a 10-sided die. I'm not going to explain why it's different, but using cards is different than dice. You can suss that out yourself, why that would be different. So we'll draw a card and add 2 to it. There's a 10 and a 12, which is pretty good. Could be better. So +4 morale check for this unit. So 7 or less, adding 4 to whatever we get. Actually, this should be their card. 7 or less. They did pull a 7, but because it's +4, they failed. So they are. Where's this? Shaken. Why did I? These guys, for God's sakes, are shaken. Okay. So it should have been his card. We'll figure that out. Not the end of the world. Let's do it this way. No. Leave that alone. All right, so that's the end of that. Now, the next thing we need to do is purchase sections. We have 4 points to work with. If we want to put one of these sections in this turn, it's 2 points. If we want to put one in the next turn, it's 1 point. Let's put the center in now for 2 points. So our 4 dispatch points will now drop to 2. And then let's just go ahead and put the other one in. The other one being, no, let's not. Let's spend the final 2 dispatch points for the left and right section going in the next turn. So that's the end of those dispatch points. And that's the end of that phase. Draw another shit. And we get British again. Lo and behold, it's the center chip we just put in there. So for sections, when you draw a section chip, all units in a particular section conduct one action. Units do not have to be in command. That is to say, they can be further than 2 hexes away from a leader. You can do a second action with a command point. Okay. And I believe that second action has to be different from the first action. So center, regardless of whether or not you're in command, is doing stuff, yes? All units in a particular section. So who would that be? So would he be able to fire again? Now he's gone. I'll say yes. Even though I have a used marker on him, which is weird. We'll take that off. He is that same Portuguese line. Now that's going to be standing range fire this time, which is 4. You could argue it should still be moving range fire, but such is the life of making it up as you go. What did I say it was 4? So he draws a card. Wow, that's terrible. A 6. So nothing there. And then no, it has to be different. So he's done. Center. Let's move him. And he'll be done. Nothing to fire at. I don't know if I need that anymore. He can move up. And he would be done, but I'm going to spend another command point to fire. That drops from 5 to 4. That is British line, and he did move. So that's 2 dice. Draw a card. 2 plus 7 is 9. Nothing. We'll pull our foot up again. Pull that off. Heavy cavalry here. 1, 2 moves. There. They're done. Who else? Who else? These 2. Horse. Well, let's move him first. 1. Spend a command point to fire as a second action. Goes from 4 to 3. That is line as well. It's still going to be 2 plus 2 is 4. Nothing. And horse artillery will move here. Are the French ever going to get to do anything? Probably not. And that's what we're looking at. Okay. So that leaves 3 command points left to use for direct command shit when that is full. Which is not now, but we do get the French direct command shit. So finally the French can do something. They can only do 5 things because direct command shit is just that. They are solely paid for with the command point, and you need to be in command, so that limits who can do what. Again, you need to be within 2 hexes of a leader. So well, let's lose this for 1 command point. It'll go from 5 to 4. He will be able to fire. You know, I never think I need these things, but I can use these, I suppose. He will fire. Let's go ahead and do that now. Lose another command point. That's going to drop to 3. French line standing range fire should be 4, and it is. We draw a card. We get 5, which is 9 and nothing. So he's done. He can fire one of these. What did I say? That was 4. Draw a card. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is another +4 morale check on him. +4. He rolled an 8, so he's shaking. Can't fire again because it needs to be, second action needs to be different from the first. So let's pull our light back up here. Drops our command point total to 2. He's going to fire. Drops our command point total to 1. That is moving ranged fire light infantry. 3, draw a card. We get 4, nothing. And finally, let's fire. That is technically 1, 2. Final command point spent for the foot artillery here at 2 hex range is 3. We draw 6, which is a 9, so nothing there either. All right, next shit. Is our French army chit. Moving is not necessary, really. We're sitting pretty on a hill, which I forgot to take into account here, I think. We could move. What do we got here? What is that? Is that light? Yeah, light cavalry. 1, 2. Ooh, let's definitely do that. What did I pull? Army chit. Move. Can't move adjacent. So 1, 2. Best we can do. Since it is the army chit we pulled, can't move adjacent, and we have no more command. We have no more command points to pull a second action, so that's the end of that. I'm gonna save. So they moved 1, 2. Let's put these right here in anticipation of the British heavy cavalry there. So they'll be done. Nobody else wants to move. This is not a fire thing when you pull the command chit, the army chit. That is essentially all the French can do at this point. What's the next chit? Let's pull these off. The next chit is going to be the British, because there's only one left, British direct command chit. Let's draw that, get it over with. And they only have 3 command points left. You do need to be in command within 2 hexes of a leader. So as much as these guys would like to rally, that's an issue. They can't with a direct command chit because they're not in command. Funny how that works. All right, let's fire with these guys. That'll be dropping from a 3 to a 2. That is British line firing uphill. Standing range fire goes from a 5 to a 4. Draw a card. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just missed the result. Who's next? Drop from a 2 to a 1 on our command point total. And we'll fire with these guys, which should also be, I'm going to need these after all, a 4 as well. Yes, no. Or did they? No, they didn't move. 4 as well, yeah. 5 drops 4, draw a card. Horrible. 6, that's nothing. And then finally, the end of our command points. We can drag command. I guess we can move these. Now let's move these guys up here. That'll be the end of the first round. It doesn't work perfectly, but it works. A couple little things that Still need to be kinks that need to be straightened out, but for the most part, it works. It'll only get better the more you play it. So you can work out those kinks. All right, let's do one more turn, and then I'll kill this off. One more turn. So back in the cup. Put Edwina back in the cup. We've got, first things first, let's reset. You know what? I don't think I purchased section chits for the French when they pulled their army chit. They had 2 dispatch points to work with. We will choose the center and left section to go in the next round, which is this round. That's how we'll work that. Army chit, direct command chit, event chit. Army chit, direct command chit, event chit. Reset totals, which is 6 for the British and 5 for the French. How am I getting those totals? Because I look at the scenario for this Rolica fight. 6 command cards translates to 6 command points. So that's how I'm doing that. 5 command cards translates to 5 command points for the French. On map leaders translate into dispatch points. So 4 leaders means 4 dispatch points for the British, and 2 leaders equals 2 dispatch points for the Frenchies. Also been using the number of victory banners as a kind of turn thing. So that was 5 turns. Let's do, this will be turn 4, counting down. And we're ready to go. One more turn here, and then I'll cut everybody loose. Let's see. Draw shit. I think everything's reset. The British have really advanced quite impressively. British again, why not? Army shit, let's do this all over again. We only have one more section left to purchase, so this 4 will drop to a 2, and these unspent dispatch points do carry over to the next turn. So in the cup you go. British are sitting pretty. There's our purchased section. That's done. Remembering this is the army chit, so that is strategic move, meaning you cannot move adjacent to anybody in there. Keeping track of everything here. I'm going to side saddle over this way, bring him up, bring these guys up. I feel like the French aren't doing a damn thing here. Actually, we'll want him up here. Move these guys up. I've got a leader that's doing nothing back there. Actually, he would go here. Leader come 3, 1, 2. Let's put him right there. 3. And then this guy here. Then we've got 6 command points, if you remember, in there to work with. So what shall we do? We should have marked who moved, so we know how to adjust. That was these guys. I think that was it as far as this front line. That can fire, and with 6 command points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we could all fire. Let's get rid of this guy so he's not shaking anymore. That'll be now 5 command points we have. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He moved, so that would be a truncated adjustment anyway. So let's just fire with these 5. Wow. Okay. Starting here, that is Portuguese light, which should be 3, but they actually fire with a 4. Okay. 4 is draw a card. We get 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's a hit. Plus 2 morale check. 5 up there shaking. They did not make that. So that goes here. Moving on down the line here. That should be it is British light infantry, and I forgot the damn uphill thing again. British light has a healthy 6 dice they can throw. We'll drop to 5 for the hill. So 5 plus whatever we draw here on the cards. 7 awesome, nothing. And no adjustment here as they're on a hill. Let's fire that way. That's simply regular British line. So that's going to be, well, 5 added to what? A 9. So that's 14. That is a lost stand here. So he'll go from a 4 to a 3. And then 2 more. We've got 1 here, which is 5 dropping down to a 4 for the hill. What do we draw? A 3 makes a 7. We need 11 or better on these draws. And then finally here, we'll fire at the light. So now we're 5 again because they're both on hills. 5 plus what? Oh, 8. It's a 13, so that's a shaken result. And that's all the command points they have to work with. So direct command shit being pulled is not going to help the British this turn. They burn through everything. Let's see if that haunts them. And there we go. There's the British direct command shit we can do nothing with because we spent all our command points. What's next? French finally. Event shit. What do we get in our events? This is 3, 4, 5. Panicked enemy unit. Fair is fair. I had to suffer from a panicked unit earlier, and now you must suffer. Let's take this healthy British light infantry unit and make them shaken. Next, we need to pull out the British event shit, since the French was drawn. That leaves British left. Not a lot to the left sector, but that's what we got. 2 units. We've got okay. Let's finish that. Firing here. That will be 5 dice. Or 5. Factor of 5. Plus what? 4 makes 9, so that's nothing. And the other left is going to be 4 plus 10 is 14. That's a lost unit. So he'll go from a... Nope, that's going to be 13 because he's... keep forgetting to account for the hill. So 4... Or did I say that? Would be 5, drops to 4 because of the hill, right? Yes. 4 plus 10 is 14. Is that still? Well, yes, it's still a casualty, so we'll mark that. Okay, there's the British left sector. Quite a linear fight here. British right sector, why not? Who needs the French? They can just sit and watch. I'll pull the foot up one more. Keep inching forwards. They're kind of, I mean, if I move this junk out of the way here, they might actually be able to do something. We'll mark that with a green shit to represent wood. I've come to prefer these woods done like this instead of the trees. I don't know. They look more like woods instead of like 2 trees. So they moved up. He moved. I don't think he did anything, did he? He'll move up. And then we have, let's do this. We've got, I need my arrows. I thought I didn't. I need my arrows. This is my brain right here. That arrow. These guys will be doing things. This is the right section. Okay, let's do this cavalry charge. Cav versus Cav. This is Portuguese light versus Sizz. French Light. So the French Light, they will fight with 4, but the British Light, I'm sorry, Portuguese Light, fight with 3. So 3 plus what? 3 is 6. 4 plus what? 3 is 7. Nothing. Neither one did anything. And then we fire with the Portuguese Light unit, which should be 4. Strength of 4. Portuguese Light, strength of, yes, standing range 4. So 4 plus 8 is 12, plus 4 morale check on them. 6, 7, 8. Boy, nobody is passing these morale checks. So, guess what? He's already shaken, so now he breaks. And this could be tragic if I was using another set of rules, but I'm not going to do that. He is broken now. Okay. Again, I feel like the French are just getting clobbered over the head here. That's what it feels like anyway. Poor French. Always getting picked on. Speaking of French, we've got the French Army Chit. 2 dispatch points to work with. We'll go ahead and spin those on the right flank to go in the cup now. Again, moving is superfluous at this point. So we need to start siphoning off our command points. We've got 5 of them. We'll use 1 here, drop to 4. I'll use 1 here, drop to 3, but this guy is going to have to rally. Send less. What do we get? An 8. Cool. He does not do it. That leaves 3 command points. Let's commence firing with the remainder. So definitely firing with the light and this light. And the final command point will be spent on this artillery unit here. French light infantry standing range fire. Factor of 5. What does he get? He gets an 8, which is a 13. He's going to be shaken. He is in the woods, though. So let's make that 12, which would be a plus 4 morale check. He's going to fail that anyway. Of course he is. Still shaking. No matter how you look at it, you're shaking. Just accept it. And then here also factor of 5. What do we draw? Something awful. An 3, which makes 8. And finally the artillery here. Foot artillery. 2x range is a 3. Sure seems awful weak for artillery. 3 and a 7. 8, 9, 10. Just missed a result. Put that in there. And that's it. That's all we can do with the French at this point. Next, we get the French left sector. We have on the French left three units, and what can they do? If we need command points, I don't think we need command points for section shits. Only for a second action. So yes, so 3 units. Let's continue this cavalry battle here. Factor of 4 plus 3 is 7. Terrible. Factor of 3 plus 6 is 9. Nope. Factor of 3 plus 3 is 6. Nothing there. Let's fire with these. The light infantry here. It's 5 at cavalry. 5 plus 6 plus 2 morale check. 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 2, 9, 10. Terrible, terrible, terrible morale checks for everybody. You're all fired. And this guy's going to try and rally again for his action. He does not. Stays broken. What a mess. Moving right along, we get French center. Shit. Hey, let's try and rally those guys again, because we haven't tried that 15 times. Out of the pool, we roll 5 and 8. We just cannot. I mean, this is ridiculous. And that leaves 1, 2, 3. These units here can all do things. No command points for second actions, but definitely can do things with these guys. So 4 here. 4 here. What do we draw? 3 makes 7. Nothing. We're not doing anything with these guys yet. 3, because they took a hit, if you remember. 3 plus what? 9, 10, 11, 12, plus 4 morale check. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Guess what? He's shaking. Go figure. And this guy here, light infantry, should be 5. Factor of 5. What do we draw? A 2. Of course we do. And then finally a 3 here. And we draw what? 7, 8, 9, 10. So nothing going on. Next jits. It's going to be French. It is. Direct command, which we can do nothing with because we spent all our command points. And British center. I feel like the British just went. They keep going. British center. What do you want to do with a British center? I want to keep these guys here. I don't want to block. I guess I'm keeping them there. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just mark it. Boom. He'll lose his shaken marker for his action. Boom there. He'll lose his marker for shaken marker for his action. And there. So that leaves 3 units that can fire. We've got 3 Portuguese light. Plus 8 is 9, 10, 11. That's a plus 2 morale check. 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 2 is 10. He breaks. Or I'm sorry. Actually, he's already broken. So what does that mean? I'm pushing him back. That's what that means. He's still broken. And I'm going to give him a casualty for that. So he'll go from a 4 to a 3. Nice work. Who are we firing at here? This unit here. That's going to be 4 plus what? Did I keep drawing the wrong side? 4 and 4 is 8. So nothing there. And finally here, against the light infantry, so 4 and 9. 13 is automatic shaking. Lots of shaking and breaking going on. There's the end of that. Finally, French right, which is just consists of 2 units. So we'll fire here. Strength of 3 plus what? 2 is nothing, and strength of 3 plus 8 is an 11. That's a plus 2 morale check. And does not pass. Nobody has passed their morale checks this entire 2 turns. That is the end of 2 turns. This drops to 3. And that is the end of what I have in me for tonight. This was an extremely random impromptu fight. 3 turns left. I think the British have the advantage here, especially if they start pushing the French off the map. That's because if you're full strength and you get pushed off the map, that's the end of it. And yeah, all right. Interesting. Okay, I think that's all I got. Thanks for watching, and have a good night.